Praise the Lord, Asari TV viewers. I welcome back once again to this special program called Darkness to Light. In the last episode, we had Sister Raji with us. Today here, she's again with us. I welcome you, Sister, for this program. Thank you for joining with us in this episode. We were really blessed listening to your testimony, how God touched you and how your life went on from your childhood and what are the problems you went through, the depression. But the God's love, the God's touch, what you had in your life, it actually changed your thinking, it helped you to come out of all the stress, the transformation God made in your life. It was like really amazing listening to your testimony. It was in fact a blessing to all of us, to our viewers also. Sister, can you please continue from the last episode? Like you were saying that you came to faith first, and after 6 months your brother also came to faith. Later on your dad and mom also. So then what happened, Sister? Can you please continue from there, Sister?
My mother was not actually that much having strong faith in Christ.
Okay.
So everybody told that God will make her, something will happen in her life, and God will really touch her. So that was the thing actually we needed in our family. Because whenever we pray, she'll be disturbed like. So that
so you used to have a family prayer and all in your house.
Slowly it started, but it's so quiet, and we started to go to a very far off place for worship, not nearby.
So how far was it, Sister, from your place to the church?
Almost 23-24 kilometers. We used to go.
Like no one knew in your surroundings, in your family, no one knew
that
you were
time
accepted.
no one knew. Some people were suspecting, but because we were not going to temple or many things, but still they were not confident enough to ask us. So in my college, I had a relative. So she was there, and she knew slowly. Through that, my mother and father's relatives started to know that I have changed. So they knew only that I have gone.
Only Raji has changed.
So that was only they knew that only Raji has gone, and that was the situation. So they never asked anything to my parents, because they were not aware that they knew or not, because my parents know this about this. So that was the situation. We used to go to this far off place for the worship, and come only on Sundays. The rest of the days in our house, we just without any noise, we used to pray like that. So my mother at that time, she was going, she was not having that faith, but still she used to sit and cooperate with us. She had the fear that if people know how I will react, or how she should do everything. About my marriage also, she had the concern as a mother, how her future will go. All those things were struggling her. So that time she had this thyroid problem. So when she that came to be known that it is slightly cancerous also. So immediately when an operation was done, but still the doctor told that it has some traces of rooted cancer. So you please take it to a nice hospital. We never told that time.
Oh, your mother didn't know about that?
No, she know little bit, but not this much. Lightly she know, it's not a problem like. So we took her to a Coimbatore one near that place, because doctor told if you take to Trivandrum, it won't be good enough. They won't take that much care. It is better you take it to Coimbatore. And we went there and did treatment only for 3 days. Before that, 3 years almost we came to faith that time. We were going to, I told you, it was a little far away place for
Sister,
worship.
after you came to faith, after how long did you take water baptism? Did your brother and father, even they all took water baptism?
Yeah, everyone took. When I came to faith, I think so after 4 months, I took water baptism, because I got continued fellowship at that time.
So where did you go to fellowship?
At that time, it was about 3 hours journey from my home.
From your hostel or from your home?
From my home. 3-4 hours journey. Ernakulam, we say,
Okay,
into
okay.
that district,
Okay.
that place we used to go. I had so
So
many.
did someone tell you about this church, or you only?
No, that friend I told, no, she told
Okay.
about Jesus.
Okay.
Her brother was in Ernakulam.
Okay.
So they were also in little bit for ministry and all.
Okay.
So she took me to her brother's place,
Okay.
and that was so nice place. So many people used to come. So many prayers were taking. So
Okay.
that time, and my college time, that was third year, fourth year period it was. And it was a strike going on in our college. That also,
Okay.
by God's grace, God
Okay.
everything
Planned
did,
accordingly.
yeah, planned
For you to move
for my
forward.
growth. God
Yeah.
adjusted, planned everything.
Okay.
So that time strike was, I think so, for 1 or 1.5 years it was going on continuously. Actually, I also have to go, but
Okay.
I never went.
Okay.
So, well, very rarely I used to go.
Okay.
So because this college was newly started,
Okay.
and we should have the affiliation of the council and all. That was not there. So before writing the fourth year exam, we should somehow
Get the
yeah,
affiliation.
take it and then write. Otherwise, it won't be affiliated.
Yeah,
So-
even your degree certificates, I think
Yeah.
it's of no value or
no
something.
value. So
Yeah.
because of that, all the children were in strike.
Okay.
They said that we need it, then only we will do anything. So they were, that time I could go for my fellowship.
Okay.
This house I could stay for months, and they used to teach me, they used to tell me about Jesus, how
Okay.
he could work.
Okay.
And that was so good for me that time
Okay.
of growth.
Okay.
So I slowly, by 4 months, I think so, within 4 months I baptized.
took
Then my brother also, he was also little stubborn
Okay.
first, but slowly God touched him.
Okay.
So immediately he also took the
Okay,
baptism.
nice.
Then my father and mother, within 1 year,
Uh-huh.
they also came, and they also knew that we were completely gone by taking
Okay.
baptism and all.
Baptism.
So my father was fully happy
Okay.
by seeing the children
Okay.
happy. He said he accepted.
Okay.
He wanted only that.
Okay.
So my mother told, no, I can't. Then she took it forcefully,
Okay.
but she never accepted in her heart.
Okay.
By having this problem on her thyroid, that time it was so much struggle. Then we shifted our worship and place and everything to nearby, like 2 kilometers distance,
Okay,
because
okay.
all the people came to know that we are in
Christianity.
Christ. We are in
Okay.
Christ, and we accepted Christianity. So we know that it is not changing of religion or anything, because it is only a changing of our mind.
Yes.
Because knowing the Christ, not we are not throwing something, or we are not only knowing that it is that the true way and the life. So that moment, people used to think that, why they are going. So we also don't know how to express our thoughts.
Thoughts to
We
them,
say
right.
that there is peace in this God, there is happiness, joy, and what all we need in our life, God used to give us. So that we used to tell everybody, but they don't accept. All our relatives were very, they used to take a long distance from us. They won't
Okay.
talk to us, won't come to our home, and all those.
So you were like outcasted.
Yeah.
Okay.
They slowly, and there was a big problem in our village happened to harass us and
Acha.
everything. By God's grace, God just kept us safe on that period. And then my mother, I told her this problem. The church started to pray.
Okay.
For 3 days, all the church people came to our house, and they fasted and prayed, because they know that we came from Hindu
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
And if something happens to this house, the church
The blame will be
yeah,
taken on them.
blame will come on the church and the
Yeah.
people. So they told that, Lord, you do something in their life, because only God can do.
And even people, they can say, just because you left this and you went to
Yeah,
Christ, this happened to
yes,
you.
Yes, they were saying, before only they were saying, you will see the goddesses all will be cursing you,
Yeah.
your family will be gone, it will be demolished in this.
Okay.
They were saying like that. So we don't want that to happen. We
Yeah.
want to show God, how God is doing in us.
Oh, I
And we
know,
were praying, we can't do anything else. By God's grace, my mother was completely healed.
Oh, wow,
Till
that's
now, no
nice.
medicines.
Praise
It is
God.
almost like 20 years before.
Oh wow, that's a
Yeah.
wonderful testament, miracle what God did
Yes, yes,
actually.
yes. So that way she became so strong in faith.
Okay.
Uh,
Even God wanted sister, I mean your mom to come to faith,
Yeah, yeah.
but she didn't. So
Yeah.
through this, through
Yeah, yeah.
the cancer what she had,
Yeah, yeah.
God worked in her life and He touched and healed her.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now you could say openly to your family members. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
a living miracle testimony now.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Yeah.
she could experience the love of the other people, of the
Okay.
church members,
I
no?
know.
No blood relation, nothing. Why they have to fast? Why they have to pray and cry? So that touched her a lot. See how even my relatives won't cry for me like this.
Yes.
So that was the love of the people, of the other people.
Yeah,
no?
the church
Uh,
members. After your mom got healed and everything, and then later, what did you experience, sister? What are the things you went through in your life? Can you
Yeah.
please tell?
While I was in the hostel only, means completing the B Farm in 4th year, one supernatural experience I had.
Okay.
Very rarely I used to tell, because
Okay.
all the people who hear, they won't be feeling, is it really happening? But it happened in my life.
Okay.
That changed me a lot.
Okay.
So that was like I told, no, first of all, most of them were Christians in my roommates.
Roommates.
So we were people, 4 people were there. So sometimes, very rarely, by 9 o'clock we used to sit for prayer in the
Okay,
night time,
okay.
after the food and all.
Okay.
So one sister came out of our room. She came and told, we'll sit together for prayer. We said, okay, we'll sit. So I just came to the faith. They
Okay,
also know that
okay.
I love Jesus. So they were also sitting. We 5 people were sitting, and just sitting. And she told that one of other my friend who is in my room to her that I have the touchings of Jesus, and I will give it to you. When we prayed together, hold our hands and pray together, you will get it, and we'll. I thought, let me sit with them. I don't know what they are doing. I felt in my heart so much of what they are doing. I can't believe all these things. But still I sat with them. For half an hour I was sitting like that, nothing happening. I just open my eyes and see whether anything happening, nothing. Then I also again close my eyes and sit.
Okay.
After half an hour, it came to my heart that if somebody don't believe, then miracle won't happen. So I thought, because of me, this girl won't be getting. So it is better me to go out. Let them experience Christ. No? So I have a barrier till here only Christ can do. I have a level only to this extent God can do. But beyond that, I don't know God will do or not. So I was sitting like this, and after that, immediately this side, left side of my place,
Okay.
no one was there.
Okay.
Nobody sitting.
Okay.
It is free. And slowly I started hearing one voice from the left side.
Okay.
You believe,
Acha.
I will do. You
Okay.
believe, I will do. I thought, I know no one is there. Well, not from right side. I could clearly understand it is from the left side.
Okay.
Immediately, I opened my eyes, and when I saw one hand is staying there, little far away. My friends were holding hands close together like this,
Okay.
and one hand is like little distance. It is there. It is a hand only this much. We can see it is
Okay.
opaque.
Okay.
First, then we can see it is like transparent.
Okay.
We can see the veins, color, everything.
Okay.
But at the same time, I can see.
Others, they are not aware of it.
No one knows. Only I can see it. I saw it and I thought in my mind, what I am seeing, is it I thought in my, immediately again, you say, then only this hand will come and touch.
Okay.
I said, wow, I got some. Then also I'm not in that full confidence and consciousness. I was telling, wow, something miracle God is going to put on me through my mouth. Okay, that is good. I can do so many of miracles that came to me. Then also I thought, oh, something more than that, it is happening. Divine, something is happening. Then I thought, this girl is crying also. Oh, please, Lord, touch me, touch me. I thought, why? If I say it will happen, God. I don't know God or anything. It's hearing in my
But
ear.
you're hearing a voice.
Voice.
Yeah.
So first told, you go far away. I told the hat. It went because I want to test it.
Okay. So you were testing it whether
I
it's
was
true or not.
yeah, I was testing
You were
it.
just hallucinating or
Yeah,
something.
I tested it, go far away, then it went. Then I got confidence, if I say, really it will touch. Then come and touch. Then after 2 minutes I told, come and touch. Immediately the hand came, touched, and it disappeared. The hand disappeared. This girl started crying, oh God, I am not worthy enough, I am a sinner. You loved me. She started crying like that. I understood that really God had touched her. Because before itself, I was not having a confidence that this will happen or not. But when I saw with my eyes, and I know that no one will believe it, but I have seen it, I have experienced it, I have heard it, I have seen with my eyes. And she is now going through the same experience. She is crying and saying, Lord, I am not worthy, Lord. She started crying. And in Ezekiel, it is told that in one portion in the Bible that he can't speak out, Ezekiel, by seeing the glory of the Lord. He can't speak out, and his body was like weighed, means it can't do anything. So I was sitting in such a situation. I can't speak, I can't do anything, I can't even move, because that touched me a lot. Then I believed that.
Like a stone.
Yes,
something.
like a stone. I was sitting there, I told Jesus, really you love me? I asked, really you want me? I am also not worthy, Lord. They don't know that. But then I just like a pillar, I went to my bed same day, because I can't stand nothing. For half an hour I was in that situation. I can't believe whether God loved me. No one loved me like that. So in the Bible, one of the verses that touched me is in Isaiah 49:15. It says that, do a feeding mother can forget the child?
But I will not forget.
But yeah, I will never. I can't do it. So that verses touched me a lot. Even the love of a mother I haven't experienced, because I have a mother, she loved me a lot. But more than that, he is promising that I will never forget you.
Leave you. I will not forsake you.
Yeah, I have gone through a lot of rejections in my life. But this, without any use or value in my life, why God is taking me? So that touched me a lot. That was the love of Christ touched my heart. Then slowly God started to show me visions and dreams, so much of dreams about my mother's situation also. God, before that 2 months, God showed me about that. So I was confident that she will go through it. She will come out of it. So in that dream also, God told me that in the name of Jesus, when I pray, she will be completely healed. So afterwards only all this happened, her cancerous things. So I was confident, and God showed slowly speaking through the dreams.
God started talking to you, speaking to you through dreams, visions and all. Wow, it was nice really. Sister, after your B.Pharm, then next what did you do, sister?
Third year I got nice marks.
Yes.
By fourth year I told no, I had so much fellowships and even when that class started, I very rarely, because that was like super spirituality. I thought that without God will do.
So you were super overconfident.
Yeah, I thought God will do everything. I am His child, no. But God never does like that. Because we have to work, where we have to do work.
We have to give our best.
Yeah, we have to do it. So that year, I lost 3 papers, 4th year. That was really shattered in my life. After that, I came back. By that time, all my college students, all my teachers, all my friends, relatives knew that I came to Christ. And my head of the department, ma'am, asked me one time, why, how have you changed, Raji? How you got changed like this? So I could tell the testimony to my principal, that ma'am, and one of the ma'am in my college asked me many times, she took me to her house also for prayers. And
she was a Christian.
yeah, she was a Christian, and she told me to pray for the staffs and till she'll let the staffs to come to my room. Means she'll give me a small room in the college itself for prayer, and one by one they'll come, and I don't know to nothing I know. But she insists me, you just pray, you just pray. Then I said, it's God's way, and God is giving me the opportunity, then why I shouldn't? If they get peace like me, it is the best thing that I can give them. So only that I needed, and I just did what the ma'am told me. That you just pray for each one, everyone. Then I started praying, and even nobody in my college know that. So like that, I could be a testimony at that time in my college.
In your college.
Yeah. Afterwards, I told, no, I lost 3 papers. I couldn't face anybody in my college, my friends all, because after all, knowing that I came to Christ, I am having such a situation that will be a disgrace to my God also. So after 1 year, I wrote the exam and I got it everything. Then cleared. After clearing it, I went to a hospital pharmacy. It is about 8 hours journey from my home. For 1.5 year I worked there as a pharmacist. Yeah. After that, I was going like a pharmacist at that moment.
So after your studies, you started working and all?
Yeah, working.
Okay, so did your relatives and family members, did they come to Christ, or they're still in their belief, sister?
1 or 2, very rarely people has come.
Okay.
Now people are slowly, before 2 months also one family came. Slowly people are believing.
So God is really working in even your family.
Really, nowadays He is doing so much of things in our life. That was a period of time preparing us, and God can't do without a preparation. So preparing time is there, then working time is there. So God knows each time. We want to do it instantly, everything.
Yes.
But
even now the kids are like instant miracles. They want instant things to happen, but God won't work like that. He take His own time. He'll prepare us, and then okay, this child is now ready, and then He'll do the rest
I think so. Like 20 years I came to Christ now. Now God is doing so much things in my family, means in my mother's and father's family, in everyone's life.
Okay. So sister, after that, how did you meet Pastor Stanley? How did that happen? Can you please tell something about that?
I had completed BPharm in 2000.
Okay.
By 2001 and 2, all my friends got married. At that time, there were no mobiles or nothing, social media this much. So most of my connections has gone, my friends, and even they thought I won't get a good future. And my relatives also came in front of me and told, that time I was like 26, 27 years old. So they came to me and told that she has gone mad in front of me itself. While studying her brain has gone. So now we can't, no future for her in front of me. So no marriage for you, nothing will happen in you. So I'm facing it face to face, all these things. But inside of me, somebody is encouraging me, nothing. God is there for you. That is really helping me. And I don't want my mother to hear this, because she can't accept this. But once my mother was standing beside me, one of my relatives from my father's side told me that, oh, she won't get a marriage. Who will come and marry like this? Christians won't come. And who will come now if you stand like this? So her future is gone. So I thought my mother will be in a bad situation. When I looked to her, she was not showing that all her sorrows to me, but still she was having
within her she might be thinking, after all she's a mother. Every parent, like, they'll be worried about
yes, she was having kids. So much of worries because of my marriage and all. Then like that 2003 I went for my job and all. 2000, at that period of time, God was preparing me for a ministry. So while working also, in my mind all the verses, all the songs come, and I can't cooperate with this and that. And while taking the medicines, songs talking about these people, you pray for that. I like
so you were able to hear God's voice.
yeah.
Okay.
From that experience onwards, I could hear very clearly most of the time. Whenever I sit, because whenever we concentrate with the, we want when we say, we can clearly, I could clearly hear it.
God's voice.
So sometimes I used to, like a person, I used to speak, I just turn off and say, "Oh, boy, you're always telling me all this." I used to tell Lord, "Boy, you're always telling me. It's really, I can't do all the things." So all the things that is happening in the pharmacy department, sometimes our colleagues also do something, no? So that also God used to tell me
Okay.
through a song. It is one song is "നിനക്കെതിരായി വരും ആയുധം ഫലിക്കയില്ല," means no weapon that is formed against you will not prosper. Will not prosper. So that song came to me. That who is preparing and what is it? I thought something is there. Immediately after 2 days, I understood there was something problem about me, and they are trying to, because I was the in charge of that, was showing so much favor to me. He was not putting me in night shift, only day shift. So people were against me. They want me to be in night shift also. So they were making a lot of problem. But God's grace, no, God showed me for a lot of favor in there. If I have not known that, I would be, Lord, wherever I go, why this has happened? But now I know God is with me, so I can face and overcome this, and God helped me a lot. So like that, I understood many times. So I never knew that God wanted me to be in ministry. I just believe that I should be a believer, doing jobs and helping others with the money that I get, and that's all I thought. But more than that, God wanted me to some other extent. I understood while doing the pharmacy job.
Okay. So from then onwards, God was preparing you for ministry. God already saw your future.
Yes.
So God knew. God had a wonderful plans in your life, but then you didn't know. But God was using you, and He used to speak to you. He used to let you know what all the things you might face in future and all. No, sister. Okay, sister. It was nice talking to you, and the testimony what you shared. It was, I believe, it is a great blessing to our viewers also. Sister, we'll continue this in the next episode. Sister, please, thank you for coming to the sets of Asari TV and sharing your testimony. Yes, dear viewers, as you heard Sister Raji's testimony, how God has been working in her life, like even after her education, even in her family life, her plans, what all God had in her plans, that God used to speak. Really, if God sees our heart's desire, and He will speak to you, and He will let you know what all things are happening in your life. You just have to give yourself to God. You just have to surrender yourself. You surrender your life to Jesus and ask Jesus to come into your heart. The peace what you experience, it's like you will not be able to explain it to anyone, but you will be able to feel the love and peace, the joy in your heart which Jesus Christ will give you in your life. Yes, dear viewers, just today is your day. Just make it a point. Just surrender yourself to Jesus, and God will work amazingly and mightily in your life. Next episode, we will again have Sister Raji in our midst, and we'll continue this testimony. Till then, stay tuned. Keep watching Asari TV. God bless you.